and there's a reputable mate here who's nearly as tall as me. In fact, if I'm on TikTok, I'm definitely taller. I need to get my Prime X's out, and then we saw some shoes yesterday, don't we? Look ridiculous.
Yes.
Look like a brick on top of an Adios Pro 2.
Are they even real?
I'm not sure, but
they can't.
Yeah, they can't be. It was on a. Anyway, right. We'll see Andy afterwards. I've got some shoes for him to try.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Like 10 pairs or something. So we could be here a while. And you're
Phil.
Phil. Hi, Phil.
He's featured on my channel a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
In the
right.
races.
This is Harry.
So you're not racing either then?
No, we're both suffering with calf injuries.
Oh, okay. So I bumped into Andy the FOD runner, and I'm acting as a bit of a shoe salesman today because I've got all my shoes with me in the back of the car, and he's trying all the ones that
stealing them.
I can't believe actually that's some shoes that Andy hasn't got.
Shall I do a quick rundown then of which
Yeah.
ones? Okay, right. So for me, the favourites of trying all of this were the Solomons and the New Balance version 2s. Bear with me, my phone is ringing. So those, out of all of these, are the best.
Okay.
For sure. The Pro 2s, the Pro 2s felt nice, but did not do the length. None of the Adidas shoes have got my length, but in terms of the Adidas shoes I tried.
So you don't think you could squeeze into any of the Adidas shoes?
No, my toes are right at the end, Sam.
You get the Terex Speed Ultras are 13.5, aren't they? So.
The trail ones were good, size-wise, but my favourites were those. And what was the other one I just said? These ones, the Adios 6, really nice.
Too small.
I can see the hype around these, but again, too narrow for me, way too narrow. These things, interesting, fit well, disconcerting. All of you that have commented on my reviews and your reviews, they always say they need about 50 to 100 miles to break in, just to kind of feel comfortable in them.
I think not just to break in, because they don't really change, just to get used to them.
Yeah, it's a very weird feeling. So those, I can see that would be a win. These felt a lot narrower than the V2, so I would pass on those. These are insanely heavy. I mean, all of that rubbish that they chuck in there is unnecessary. Obviously, Pro 2s, very, very nice, but the same as the Pro 1s.
Yeah.
And these
Boston 10.
There's so much on this shoe that doesn't need to be there. It's just so bulky. But yeah, I think that's about it. As I said, for me, the winner of all of these has got. This thing is insane. Feels so nice, and those RC Elite 2s, everyone's been screaming at them for me to get some of those. They feel great. The only thing I'd say with this is you can see by the outsole it's quite narrow, so I think if you've got a wider foot like me, it'd be interesting to get a few miles of them and see how they go. But
I think they're narrow because they're a racing shoe, basically.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, overall, some incredible shoes there. The ones I'd be tempted to get with the RC Elite 2s and the Solomons.
Yeah, I think you definitely like the RC Elite 2s.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they're quite versatile as a shoe because they're not an out-and-out racing shoe. I think they're good for like your long runs. I mean, I have done a 5k session in them, and they're actually a lot faster than I thought. I mean, you think like people have worn them in the Olympics and stuff, so they're not exactly a slow shoe.
Yeah.
But
incredible.
What a
selection! What a selection of shoes. Unbelievable.
Well, it's great to meet Andy, and I feel like a bit of a sales rep.
Yeah. Been a long time coming.
Unfortunately, Matt Rees is injured, so we didn't actually see him today. But
no, his Instagram story says he's hurt his back.
So it's bizarrely, of all the people that live locally, I was the only one who's actually running.
Yeah, definitely. But hopefully we can do this again soon. And another race.
Yeah.
Sometime later this year for sure.
Cool.
Right.
So I should say, I hope you find this interesting, and see you on the next one. Like and subscribe and all that. And what do you say, Andy?
What do I say?
What do you say?
If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and as always, I will see you on the next one. Until
marvellous. So I bumped into Andy the FOD runner, and I'm acting as a bit of a shoe salesman today because I've got all my shoes with me in the back of the car, and he's trying all the ones that
stealing them.
I can't believe actually there's some shoes that Andy hasn't got, but there's quite a few Adidas shoes because I'm a 12.5, and I think we worked out my feet are 30.2 centimetres and his are 30.5. So an Adidas shoe in a 12.5 is about 29.6 they recommend. So that means I've got, instead of a thumb width, I've got half a thumb width. But these are the Aslab Pulsars.
These feel really nice. Just from putting them on.
These are ridiculously light trail racing shoes.
Wow.
Which they feel a bit like sort of.
Oh my word.
There was a shoe in the old days called the Nike Sock Racer, It was like going back to 30 years ago, and they're a bit like them because they've got no insole.
They're not plated, are they?
No, just
They're
literally.
super soft.
They're a bit like a racing shoe with a sort of a bit of a lugs on the back.
Wow. I like these. Okay, these are a bit narrow. Probably fit your foot better than mine.
Well, I think don't forget they've been laced up for my sort of narrow feet. So, but you've got them on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, these get a massive thumbs up already.
And these, yeah, I haven't done many miles in those ones because they're a bit of a niche shoe. Because obviously this time of year.
Yeah, but for me, they'd be ideal
in the
on
summer.
my trails.
In the summer, I went through like a load of mud, and they still haven't recovered. They look like I put them through the washing machine. Don't tell Sue. When she was out, might have to take that bit out. But
amazing.
yeah,
so soft. Cushioning's insane.
Are these the Mach 4s?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
well used Mach 4s.
This is one shoe I never actually bothered getting.
Narrow.
Yeah.
Narrow. I think they would do well for you. The upper on them is
Yeah.
incredible.
I kind of sort of gave up with Hoka's a bit, but yeah.
Okay, this is one I'm excited to put on.
So this is the Takumi Sen 8,
Yeah.
which I keep saying wrong.
Yeah.
I think I got it right this time. Now
So people have told me that this runs big. So okay,
It runs.
Could you mind if I undo the laces?
Yeah.
So people have said you should try it anyway.
I would say, when I did my video, I would say it runs actually as it's meant to, but I think some of the other shoes actually run smaller. Oh, he's got it on. How much room you got?
Okay, can I put my foot on there?
Yeah.
That's my toe. Wow.
Okay.
I've got half a thumb width.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as me
Okay,
then.
but this is my smaller foot because I have a bigger foot.
Okay.
And my left foot's my bigger foot. So
Yeah.
that's... Okay.
Well, how thick are your socks?
Thin.
Yeah.
So
I always wear these sort of thin socks anyway. But I always wear thin socks partly because of that reason. I used to wear 12s and realised that I was actually a 13.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so these are the 12.5 UK, which are the biggest ones that they do, which is always a bugbear of us because we're always moaning about it.
Yeah.
One day Adidas may listen, but it looks
that
like...
one's tight. That one's tight. This is my bigger foot. Toes right at the end on that one. Right at the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be a bit...
Fits. You can see my foot bulging. See, this is always the issue with with Adidas shoes that I have and that I can get the boosts. Is that they're narrow, and it's funny because this one doesn't feel too bad, but this one feels quite tight.
I think you also have to remember that because I always set mine up like quite snug, so if you got them out of the box, they would be out of the box a lot wider than they are.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's probably more the length is the problem, isn't it?
I feel like if I went for a run in these or bought them, I'd be buying them just for the sake of buying them rather than actually comfort.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I mean, for me, I can just about run it. I mean, I didn't race in them today because I thought I wore my Next Percent 2s, which is the first time I've worn Next Percent 2s. But you know, when I did my shoe off with that one against this one, in about, well, it was probably a 10k-ish effort. There wasn't much in it, but I kind of felt like I was more comfortable in these in the longer term. I think if you did like say a couple of minutes flat out, then those would be good.
Yeah.
But the longer you went, the more you felt like you wanted that extra cushion.
Yeah.
You know, in the old days they would have been great, but we're such sport for choice now, aren't we? That there's
ridiculous.
so many shoes.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Try the
Let me have a quick run.
Yeah. Don't do your calving.
Yeah, they're tight. They're tight.
Yeah.
They are tight. Sadly, they're not as bad as I've tested other ones in.
I think if they were half a size bigger, we'd both be sort of more or less there. I think ideally the full size bigger, but
definitely.
So these are the Terex Speed Ultras, which rarely actually are a 13.5. Try those ones.
I'm going to put my camera on as well so I can get some of this on footage.
What else have I got? So I got the Adios Pro 2 here. Where's my Prime X? That's the RC Elite 2. That should fit.
I want to try those.
That's our size. You didn't get the Invincibles in the end, did you?
No.
They're the Invincibles. Yeah, well they should do, because they actually are the right size.
These are nice. Actually.
Yeah, they're a good sort of trail. I would say that they're like the Boston, like a Boston for trails, but like the Boston, the proper Boston, not the monstrosity, which is the Boston 10.
Quite lightweight.
Yeah.
Quite lightweight. I like those. These are the elite.
They're the twos. I got the ones.
Wow.
These are the ones which I got from the States at a ridiculous price.
Yeah.
Because they cost about. Well, I think it must have worked out a best part of 300 quid, because they're about 200 quid to start with, and the shipping and customs added on nearly double.
Wow.
So that's the RC Elite that Andy's got now, which I think are a nice trainer, but I quite like them for sort of like long runs.
It's really nice. These are really nice.
They're really quite soft, aren't they?
Yeah, they're lovely. Let me just step out onto the road. Oh, wow. They get a big thumbs up, a really big thumbs up.
I think you would like them, yeah.
Really soft. I can see what people mean when they say they're super soft.
Yeah. And then the green ones, they were the ones which are a bit lower stack. I think they're just sort of basically, the R2 is just sort of basically more foam.
These look narrower.
Possibly.
Different shape as well.
Because there's not many laces on the
No.
on the R2, so it was quite difficult for me to get a lockdown. That's one of my drawbacks for it.
These feel tighter.
Yeah.
Much tighter around here.
Yeah.
Much narrower. Good space. Good sizing. People told me that this ran a bit short on sizing. I disagree. I've got half a thumb width there.
Because you had to sometimes have problems in your bumps, didn't you? You had to go 14 and a half sometimes. Which I think is ridiculous, but I'm
going to say straight away I prefer the V2s already, just from putting these on straight away. Let's try the Invincibles.
The Invincibles are weird, because they're actually really wide, but they're actually, bizarrely, can fit me quite narrow.
Yeah.
Because the tongue's so plush, you can get a nice lockdown.
I'm trying to film this as well.
Well, that's what I've got.
Let's put that one on.
Oh, these are the ones which I thought the worst shoe ever. The SolarGlide.
No, I don't even have a look.
Feel how heavy that is.
Oh my god, that's nuts.
I've done like 2 miles in them. I haven't bothered to put them on my feet again.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh, your whole foot feels like it's going forward in them.
Yeah.
Wow.
They are weird. And they're such a wide base as well.
Yeah.
You feel like sort of pogo sticks when you first put them on.
I'm gonna lie, these feel very. These put the Nova Blast to shame. In
oh yeah, the Nova Blast feel firm after you've worn them.
Wow.
They can be a bit disconcerting when you want to go a bit faster, because you feel like you're sinking as much as going forward. I find, but
I can see that.
These Invincibles, I've done about 170 miles in these ones now, I think. They still actually, people say that they just seem to last forever.
What to make of those, to be honest.
I think you need to do a few runs then to get used to them, because
yeah, on one hand they're really nice, super soft. On another hand they're very disconcerting.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you're doing that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Bear with me, I'm trying on a ton of shoes.
So those are the Prime X's.
Yeah, okay, I want to try these.
You might have the same. I think they fit about the same as the Takumi Sens.
Mum's like
Wow, look at these.
These are the ones which are 15 mils. We have to put up a picture, but we saw some shoes. I don't know if they're real shoes or a prototype. They've got even bigger stack. And they look like them, but like with a brick on. Like
they've got to be prototypes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't even get this one on.
You might need to loosen it a bit.
I might need to, yeah.
I have to borrow some footage of you, Andy, of me running.
Yeah, I've got a couple of clips.
Actually, they're not going to be great for your ankle. They
feel really wobbly.
They might do your ankle in again.
They feel really wobbly.
I want to see what somebody's broken ankle or twisted ankle looks like when suddenly fell off a skateboard somewhere outside. There's Tesco's in centre Bristol.
Yeah.
So you go from the Invincible to the Prime X's, like two bizarre shoes, really.
These are very weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what they feel like? Okay, first of all, the tongue doesn't even cover the width of my foot, so my sock is out there. Secondly, I feel like my heel is going to go over.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It feels really thin here.
Yeah.
So going from this that has a really wide back to those, I feel like I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
Let me test. Oh wow.
This is a good test for that one. You need a flat road with no potholes.
No way. They are horrible.
Probably not the shoe to wear when you're recovering from a calf injury.
They wobble. They're so thin at the back.
Yeah.
Unless you're on your toes, they feel disconcerting.
I think they're probably better when you actually get running. I think
probably.
The Adios Pro 2, when I first wore them just walking down the road, they felt really weird. But when we actually got going, they felt a bit better. But yeah, those are kind of like exaggerated.
What do you feel like if you look at my foot here and see how much I'm bulging the mesh?
Yeah.
Does yours do that or not?
No,
Don't get me wrong, sizing wise and length wise, they're not horrific.
Could you actually?
I can do it. That one's at the end, but because of the type of mesh, I don't feel like I'm going to get rubbing there.
I think that's the difference between, because the Takumi Sen, the Prime X and the Adios Pro have all got that mesh upper, whereas the Boston 10 and the Adios 6 have got like a more traditional upper, like suede.
Yeah.
And also they've got quite a lot of padding at the heel, so I also think they throw you forward a bit more. I mean, even like a couple of mils makes all the difference. So the Boston 10 and the Adios 6 definitely do feel like they're too small.
Yeah, 100%. These aren't as bad. They're not quite as bad.
Yeah. I mean, you think, well, do you really want to pay 220 quid for a shoe which is half a size too small, you know?
Really. Definitely not. I'm going to be honest with you and say, no, these are 100% no from me.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the problems now with shoes. I mean, in the old days, you would go to a shoe shop and you would try on all they had and you'd walk out with the one that you liked. Whereas these days, I think, you look on the specs, you look on YouTube, and you don't really know until you put them on your feet, do you?
Exactly.
I mean, a lot of the people who watch our videos say, oh, I'm really waiting for you to tell me whether I like this shoe or not.
Yeah, it's very
well,
true.
surely we can only tell you how it is for us.
Yeah, it's very different.
And, you know, you've got to be aware that we're both UK 13s, which is pretty abnormal in the general scheme of things, isn't it? We're not like Seth, who's like a US 7 or something.
No.
Or, you know, like people like the run testers, they're all about UK 9, which is kind of like the average.
The average size, isn't it? These feel nice.
That's the Adios Pro 2, yeah.
These feel nice.
I kind of use them sometimes. I just went out and did a steady long run in them last Sunday.
Yeah, they feel. Yeah, I like these. Totally different to those.
Could you wear that? Could you run in them as an option?
I feel. Right, let me get this one on because this is my bigger foot.
What are you guys doing? This looks very eccentric.
Well, we've got the same shoe size.
This is thousands of pounds worth of shoes right here.
You're seeing which one's most comfortable?
Yeah.
We've both got the same shoe size, so
Oh, okay.
I brought along all the ones Andy hasn't got. Because
So field study, right?
Yeah.
especially the Adidas ones, because we're both about half a size too small for them. But
Right.
because we're of FOMO, fear of missing out, I kind of buy them anyway.
Okay, lengthwise, no. This is tighter. My toe is actually bulging.
Okay.
But that fits better than the Primes. And what was the other? Even the Sens. That's the best fitting Adidas I've found so far.
So one of your feet is bigger than the other one, is it?
Yeah, my left foot's bigger than. It's about half a size bigger. So I
That's
could
annoying.
squeeze into a 12.5 in my right, but this one is 100% a 13.5. So
Yeah.
these feel road test. Hold on. Yeah, they're really nice. I really like those.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Do you think they're too?
Only they did a size up.
You think they're too small to run in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My toe. This toe. That there is my toe bulging.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no. But
I mean, I think it's quite good to actually try them on, isn't it? Because you get a feel for whether they're actually going to work for you.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of why I buy them, because I think because my feet are just slightly smaller than yours, I can get
Yeah.
away with it. I mean, I have run 150 miles down them, so they must be okay. I wouldn't be able to run that far in a
good.
shoe.
they feel nice.
Yeah.
They feel really nice. What are these?
These are the Peg
Trail
38
3s.
Shields.
They feel too heavy. I'm not even going to try those. I've tried Pegs. They're too
I got
heavy.
them because they were 25% off.
Yeah.
What else have we got? There's a new pair of my
That Pro, yeah, I've got those. Are there any Pros?
That's the
Speed.
Pro. That's the
This
Pro
is the
2.
Pro 2.
Yeah. Which feels to me almost identical to the Pro 1, but
Yeah, probably.
it was a bit of a waste of money, really.
Yeah.
What's that? That's the Speed one, I think.
Got to look out for the Pro 3 this year.
Yeah, I think the Speed 3 and the Pro 3 looks going to be a bit different, aren't they? Bit more stack, maybe.
Yeah, decent change. The 1 to the 2.
I mean, I spend a lot of time in the Speeds, and when I put the Pros on recently, they felt like really firm.
Oh, this is so nice. I love these so much. They are firm. And do you know
Yeah.
what? Standing in all of the Adidas shoes, these are much firmer.
Yeah.
But I love these. The fit in these is just so much better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. There's
Well,
not
they
much
are a
change.
13, aren't they? So
Yeah,
they are the
these-
right length.
These are definitely not. These are a good shoe of choice for me. This is insane. This is so good to try all of these on.
Yeah.
Have
to try this
them all on?
Have to try the.
I'm not trying these, with all due respect. I love them. I'd love to, but I know exactly.
Yeah.
These feel like my Solar Boost 3s.
I think with Adidas, because you see a shoe in a 13.5, think, oh great,
Yeah,
oh,
buy
I
it.
have to buy it, you know, and then you think, oh,
Why did I buy
why
it?
did I buy that?
Yeah. You know what? No.
They were just felt like they were rigid.
No. Well, I got.
Yeah, they're heavy. They're bulky, aren't they?
Yeah.
They feel firm. They feel there's no flex in them.
Yeah.
They feel.
I mean, I haven't actually tried them for their. I mean, I got them because they were Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
But since I got the Run Shields, you kind of think, well, they're about 450 grams, and these are 280,
Yeah.
and they serve the same purpose. Yet one shoe is 170. I mean, Seth was saying, oh, well, shoe at 170 grams is a bit heavy.
Yeah.
That's the difference in weight between that and that.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
It's crazy.
And it's the difference between size 7 US and size 13
And these
UK.
are kind of in the middle. These are the Pegasus 38 Shields, which are, but actually they were better than I thought, but they are a bit wide for me. You see, they look a bit wide, don't they? That one. What else have I got?
That makes sense. That would make sense. Well, given I was.
Yeah, and I was a bit.
It's like in a running store or something.
Mine was 5, and then yours was 9 back again.
Adios 6.
Yeah.
That could be one.
Never mind. Well, mate.
And the Boston 10. Now, I expect.
Someone's in green black.
I expect you're
trying them all
different to
on.
get the yeah. Those feel really small.
Oh god!
But you can feel that they would be good if they were a size
These
bigger.
feel great.
What are they? The Boston?
Yeah.
They're
They're too small, but they feel.
they're the Adios 6. The Bostons are the white ones.
Okay. These
All
are
right.
lush.
Yeah, right. You doing?
Not too bad. How'd you get on?
34, 37.
Oh, excellent. Is that PB or?
No, just come back from an injury. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Too small, but they feel nice. I like the feel of those.
It's so annoying, isn't it? Because if they were a size more,
So for
then
me,
yeah.
these where the Pro 2s.
Pro
So they
2s.
all look the same. Is that the Pro 2?
They're the Pro 2, yeah.
So these two are the most comfiest Adidas shoes out of those. The Takumi Sen, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's okay. The Prime X is shocking.
They're the Boston 10, which are the clogs.
Yeah, they're just there's so much of it.
Phil absolutely
Yeah.
knows them through his
I
training.
don't get
But
it.
they're a bit like the Tempo Next. They're trying to put all the foams they had into one
Yeah.
shoe, and
I don't get it. I just
Yeah.
don't get it in this one. It feels too bulky. Like this is so much lighter than this.
well, I think the Adios 6 is a bit like how the Bostons used to be.
The problem you can see with Adidas, as I said, with narrowness, my foot is just bulging everywhere. It's
Yeah.
just tight. If this is a hot day and my foot's got swollen, it will just be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's the problem with them. But they're comfy. The Pro 2s and the, what are these you say, the Boston?
These are the Adios 6.
They're great.
Yeah.
They feel good. But those, so far, out of everything I've tried, these two,
Those two.
wow.
Yeah.
Massive wow on those. Invincibles, I can understand people saying it takes a while to get used to. But those Pulsars,
I think the thing is, I mean, because they're kind of racing shoes, they're always more like exciting, aren't they?
yeah.
Like, you know, the Invincibles kind of thinking, well, they're kind of unique, but they're just a plodder, really.
Yeah,
you know, and you kind of think,
definitely.
well, you've got plenty of shoes to go
Adidas,
slowly.
haven't you?
Yeah, I actually had the Takumi's ride yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't tried them on. I was
You wasn't tempted to wear them today then?
No. So yesterday I had my thermal socks on, so
Yeah.
there's no chance they were going to fit in there.
I mean, those are definitely the most minimalist of all these shoes. They're
Yeah,
like
I can
traditional
see why people like
racing
them,
shoes.
but they're just not
Yeah.
for me. What Adidas racing shoe do you have? Do you have
I
the
had
Pro 2?
I had the Pro ones.
Pro ones.
Yeah, I love them in 5k races.
Yeah.
The Pro ones.
Next percent.
The Pro ones don't have the cutaway.
I've got to be honest with you, mate. These Pro 2s, these are really nice.
Because I remember.
I haven't got the Pros. No, I haven't got the Pro ones.
Obviously, you can get them, but they're not.
Yeah.
Amazing. So I got the Pro ones.
They're really nice.
Yeah, the midsole's really nice.
I'm surprised how soft that is.
Yeah. So I know you love the Dolphin Pro.
Yeah.
And I thought when I tried the Adidas on round here when I did my cutover session,
Yeah.
they almost feel the perfect balance
try these ones.
for responsiveness and
Yeah, go for it.
and firmness, you know.
Yeah.
And I thought this would be perfect. I don't want to. This is what I didn't want to say because they don't do them your size.
Yeah.
But I thought these would be perfect for Andy.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah. I can understand.
Because they feel almost. They feel a lot more responsive than the Dolphin Pro.
Yeah.
Like they got the perfect balance between the Dolphin Pro and the Next Percent. But that's why I love them for 5Ks and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because with the Next Percent, I find they're a bit too soft for 5Ks.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm mildly impressed by Adidas' offering in terms of how they feel. They frustrate me just because of how narrow they are, and that's my problem. Is they're just a narrow shoe.
These are Andy's Mac
To be
4s.
honest, I don't really get the point because I don't know why they're releasing 50mm stack shoes illegal where as a training shoe. I just don't really.
They are, if they fitted, they are actually, when you get going on a steady run, as long as it's like a road like that, which is flat and not put on, they're actually quite nice. I mean, you can get up to speed in them.
Yeah, I can imagine that. And
They're sort of
they
like
feel like they want to keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
I think for a heel striker, they'd be a nightmare because I felt so unstable when I went back on my heel. It was
Yeah. But I mean, when I first wore them, it was kind of like nothing else I've ever worn. It was just like you feel like you were just going all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get up to speed in them.
Amazing. What do you think of those?
You can tell that it's interesting. But it was like these feel like really. I would have to sort of yank in the laces a lot because I feel like I'm wobbling all over the place.
Yeah, they got 350 miles in them plus a load of.
And yeah, I could feel the shape of your foot as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. What do you think? What do you think to the up there? How much room have you got? You've got a good room there.
I think because my feet are like really. They feel like I would need to yank them in a lot. So I mean, they look like already cut now already, don't they? Here, I mean.
Yeah,
there's so much material. Look all that bagginess there.
They're Maxwell's, yeah. They were my.
I think they're a bit wide for me.
They're my favourite.
I think that was one of the problems I had with Hoka. That.
Yeah, they're a funny shoe, aren't they? Amazing.
I suppose the foam's probably gone in these, haven't they?
This dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead. This is incredible, mate. Absolutely.
Right, is there anything else you haven't tried?
I don't know.
I don't think there can't be anything else.
I just realised the time and I'm going to have to shoot in a second.
Yeah.
My wife.
No, I think you've tried. I think you've tried everything on. If you want to wear my driving shoes.
Let me record something quickly because I haven't recorded anything yet.
We'll hope we got something there.
So that is the hollering and cheering done of Speedway. I'm hoarse. I've been shouting way too much, but I'm back at Tim's car. This man, this is the man that's.
I'm recording Andy.
Yeah, you're recording me. Yeah. This is the man that sent me the dragonflies, Tim Gross. His YouTube channel is linked below. You know it, but if you don't know it, go and check it out. It does the most incredibly detailed shoe reviews out there. Absolutely fantastic. And what he's very kindly done today is bought a selection of his shoes for me to try on because we are the same size. So he's got a load of Adidas shoes and a load of other ones that I haven't got, just to see what they're like. So we're going to try some of these on and see how they feel.
Cool.
That was a retrospective one.
Yeah.